Hello. For those that don't know me, my name is Vanessa. I am going to show you, of course I'm missing my other pigment, there it is. I'm going to show you a demonstration of the Moodstruck mineral pigment powders. So I have two colors here. I have Awestruck and I have Angelic. Now these are super awesome because they're for several reasons. One, you can use them in many different ways. So what I do is I just tap some into my cover. So I'm going to take the two covers, and this is also the blue, the Awestruck. I'm going to put them in there. Now there's a couple different ways that you can use these. So I'm just taking a kind of crease brush and going to just dip it into my cap. Now because I am going to blend it in, I put the darkest right there, right at the end, and then I'm just going to blend it in. So see how it's darker right there, and then it kind of comes out. So that is really nice. So then I'm going to use Angelic, and I'm going to start from the inner eye and work my way out. Okay, so can you see that? Like, I have a tickle because of course now that is one way we can use them. So we just have that again. I dipped it into the top. This is the Angelic. Started on my inner eye and I worked my way out. So you have the blue out here going in, and then you have the light color going out. So now what I also can do is, so if I take that blue color again and kind of work my way around, I can also, I'm going to dip a little bit more in there. And actually I didn't grab some, so hold on one second. Sorry about that. So what I'm also going to do is take this liner brush. I'm going to dip it into some water. Make sure it's not too wet. Dip it in some water, and then I'm going to put it back in my cap. And I'm just going to make that darker line. So the first thing I did was blending it. The second thing I'm doing is really getting in that crease. See what I mean? So another thing that I'm going to do is take that little bit of water again. I'm actually going to use my shine cloth to kind of take that blue out, because I'm going to take a little bit of water. So putting it on wet really gets that color to pop too. What also helps is spraying, which I didn't do, was I put on the rose water. Alright, so can you see that? Do you see the difference? It's a little more colorful, a little bit more vibrant. So what's really nice about these pigment powders is you can do many things with them. Kind of makes it seem like, so I kind of like the more precision with it, with doing it wet. You can also put them in clear nail polish. If you mix a little bit, there's a certain amount that you can get a certain color with it. But if you put them in clear nail polish, you can paint your nails with that color. You can also make it add water to the powder to make it more pasty and color your hair, strands of your hair. It's a temporary color. There are many different ways. You can put it on dry, you can put it on wet. So they're all mineral based and absolutely amazing. They're very versatile. They have many uses. And again, I don't know if you can see that, but there is a difference between the dry and putting it on wet. If I were to use primer, it also makes the color really stick. So that's another idea. So if you're looking for color, I also just got a green color that's coming in, because what I like to do is do my brown smoky eye. But I also, so what I've been doing lately is doing my smoky eye and then taking my powder brush or my crease brush and dipping it into the color and just going over it a little bit in the crease. So that gives it that little bit of color versus just being dull and brown. And it really does help to kind of give your eyes some definition, and it makes it fun. So I have this green color coming in, I have this orange color coming in, and I can't wait to show you guys, because they really truly are awesome, and there's no mess. I was able to put the cap back on. So I would definitely recommend kind of tapping some into your top of the lid so that you know, it doesn't make a mess as much. I also used a bigger brush. You know, there are brushes like this that are very tiny, so they have a better precision. I used this for my wet just now, and I used this brush, so you can see it is a powder brush, and it didn't make a mess all over the place or anything. So really just being gentle with them, and also less is more. Less is more, less is more. I can't stress this enough. So even if you dipped it in, tap it to get that excess off. And you can always do it again. So if this is too light, you dip it, tap the excess off, and put it on again, and it will really get that color in there. So hopefully that answers some of the questions that I've heard. And if you have any more questions at all, or want me to demonstrate something, please let me know. All right. Thank you so much. Good night.